So hello guys, welcome to an extra show which I'm putting on today. So I want to say a big thank you to Peter Webster. So I just happened to have a day off today. Knock at the door, postman arrives, big parcel, big box from, well, it said Agora Models on the side. So I'm like, whoa, what's going on there? I haven't made a payment to Agora, so I'm not due any part works or anything from them. So I got it in and I opened it up and I'm going to show you what's inside. So first thing you're going to notice, I've got this wonderful cushion. So big thank you to Peter Webster for buying this for me. I have flipped upside down because I don't want to get done for copyrights or anything like that. But it's a modelling cushion, and quite often, you know, we get parts that can be scratched. For example, I was watching someone do the Eddie Stobart the other day, and where they had their part this way, which is quite reasonable to do when you're working along this edge, this side got very scratched. So obviously things like a cushion is obviously going to prevent that. Now I do quite often use a purple towel. Purple is my colour, but at the end of the day, doesn't this cushion look so much better? So let me show you what else was in the box. Some of it awesome, some of it out of this world. So I'll just flip the lid first. There you go, hopefully. Right, so I'll start with the smaller things first. First of all, there was this tube of glue. Now, I've not used these kind of ones, the ones where they get these little box. I'm gonna open it. So the way this works, it's a little bit more precise, I believe. You take the lid off, and instead of like pouring and squeezing, what you do is you just push the sides, and somehow that's. Have I got to open it first, perhaps? Oh, I like that. So what you do is you have to twist it to break the seal. So I don't know if you saw that, guys. So you squeeze the sides. You've got two sides you can squeeze, and as you squeeze it, can you see glue comes out? And it's, look at that, it's very precise. This is the first time I've ever used these, but I think I'm converted to glue now. I mean, I will still, depends on, yeah, if you've seen my videos, quite often what I'll do is I'll squeeze a little bit on here and then I'll apply with a cocktail stick. If I'm gluing a larger part, then I will directly apply the glue. But look at this, it's not going to come out like that. You have to squeeze it. Do you know what? I don't know why I've not. Look how small I've got that little bit of glue there. Absolutely amazing. So just on this alone, thank you so much, Peter Webster. I really appreciate it. And that's the lid on. So that's going to be my new favourite glue, I think. Sorry, Gorilla. I think you've lost out there. The next thing I noticed was this universal super glue, and I think I'm going to bring that packaging back in a minute. Now, this looks to me like it's thin super glue, which is also always a handy thing to have. I'll be very interested to see how well this does, because one of the issues I have with thin super glue is that the tops dry out quite quickly. This is definitely one that you've got to pour onto a container. It's quite thick nozzle, as you see. That's about as thin as I can get it. Where is it? Just there. Compare it to something like that, but there are times when thin super glue really is your best option. So I will give this a go. I normally buy the single uses because of the fact that they tend to dry up. I can just pour it. It's let me show you what I tend to use. I normally use something like this. So I'll use this, and then if it dries up, it doesn't matter because we've still got the rest of them. This, I'm going to give it a go. It looks a little bit more optimistic. The next thing, and this is just such a coincidence, I use a dropper bottle for my water, but as you see, I do have a big container. sometimes I just want to apply just a few tiny drops, and these small bottles are very good, and especially the ones with the metal nozzle. So if I want to apply, say, 3 drops, what happens, especially with paint, you kind of develop a formula. You know how many drops of water to use for how much paint. So you might want to do, say, 3 drops, and you can apply the glue, the water very, very precisely. And of course you get the if you've got any solvents in there like alcohol, this lid is absolutely amazing because it stops it from all evaporating. So again, thank you very much. I am saving the best till last. This was absolutely amazing. So what this is, I saw the Eddie Stobart on it, and I just thought wonderful. And then I opened it up and I was shocked when I saw inside. It's a coaster set, and here you'll see I've got slightly different pictures, all of various Eddie Stobarts. And at the moment, what I've been using, obviously everybody likes to have a nice cuppa with them when they're modelling. I use these wonderful MJR. Every time I order from MJR, they give me a free coaster, but they are card, and obviously they don't last forever, which is why you get one with every single purchase. But these obviously give them a wipe, and they're as good as new. So thank you. I've got a brand new coaster. Now the last thing, when I first saw it, I'm going to just move this all away. I thought, ooh, I've got to be creative now. I don't like to say, as you know, I'm not a negative person. I always try to find something positive, even if it's not something I like or something I'll use. And I will admit, on first use, I thought, oh, what am I going to say positive about this? What it is a little screwdriver set. And I can tell from the material this is a good set. It's got some good heads on it, and the reason it's a good one, it is actually a very good one, and I will be using it actually. So it's the usual magnetic, put the end in, off you go. The reason it's a good one is it's very much like my pin vices, which I absolutely love. I can't, there we go. So this is the pin vise that I use. It's a bit of a mongrel. I've taken various bits off one and put it onto another, and the reason I like it is this bit on the end. This, you see, this swivels independently, which means you can put it in your hand and do that, and that's exactly why I think this is brilliant. It's got a little swivel end, and you can put it in your hand and you can screw all day long. Very, very useful for plastic pieces. You know how I always go on about screw the screw in until you feel the resistance changing, and this is going to be very responsive. The other screwdriver I've got, which I can't see at the moment, I've put it down somewhere, it is a very good screwdriver, but it has that habit of, it's a little bit too forceful. Very, very good for metal in metal. This is much better for more precise. And of course, if you combine it with other pieces that you have, as you see, I've got a bit of a screwdriver collection going on here, and I tend to not throw anything away. And because these are all universal sizes, you can mix and match other pieces. So if I need an extension or a flexible extension, I often laugh with my friends that I've got all these various extensions, I can actually go as long as I need. You know, how big an extension do you need? And because obviously I keep all the parts. So yeah, oops, that's another screwdriver. Where's it gone? Can you believe it? I put it down for a second and now it's disappeared. That's me all over, isn't it? Oh, it's on the end, look. So yeah, so thank you very much. Really, really thoughtful gifts. Really, really useful for my part working and model making. And I do love these little flexible holders. Now, it looks like, I haven't actually read this, It's a precision screwdriver, which is obviously, as you can see from the images, it's designed for doing various different things. So you do get some other tools, which I'll be honest with you, for what I use, I won't use that often, but I will keep and I will use. So this, I believe this part is for removing screens from mobile phones. This is for removing SIM cards from phones. This is a very similar tool, but I do use it as an opener. I do use these sort of things quite often. You can never have enough tweezers. I don't believe there is enough tweezers in the world. So a pair of tweezers, pointy sticks. I just call these pointy sticks. Very, very useful. If you're gluing parts together and you just want to manipulate it into place. And obviously you've got a brush, which is obviously useful for electronics and things. So yeah, there you go, guys. Thank you so much to Peter Webster. Such a thoughtful gift. See if I can get that back in properly. And in a handy little box, which I'm guessing, there we go, will go into one of my drawers very, very nicely, along with all my other bits and bobs. In fact, actually it might go. Oh, look at that, it actually fits in. I've got a little drawer here, as you can see. I've got no use for it, because, well, I say I've got no use. It's one of those kind of drawers, I can't seem to fit anything in it. There's nothing. There's a variety of sizes. You see, I put decals in that one, and then you've got this one, and then the next drawer up is this one, and they're empty because I can't. But look at this, it's as though it's made to measure. How brilliant is that? So yeah, again, thank you so much, Peter Webster. I really did say he was going to send me a little gift, and I thought it was going to be a little gift, but what he sent me here is massive. So let me go over to, so there you go, guys. So thank you very much to that. I really appreciate it. It is nice to be, I mean, I do my videos because I just enjoy making videos, and it's just, I like to go back and look at them, like maybe my videos from a couple of years ago. But it is really nice to know that you guys appreciate it as well. So thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next video. Let me find my outro. So take care, guys. Bye bye.